Welcome back to Workaholic Podcast. I'm your host, Revi. And as a writer, I have published 27 books in Indonesia. Now, in this podcast, I want to reach more friends and also aspiring writers to have a discussion or maybe learning some tips from my writing experience. And now, I will talk about how to handle the rejection from your writing clients. We have all been there. That treated email, the one that starts with, "We appreciate your proposal, but we have decided to go in a different direction." It feels like a punch to the gut. Yeah, perhaps we have poured hours into that pitch, that sample, that custom strategy. It feels personal, right? Like the client is saying to your face that your writing isn't good enough. Here is the absolute first thing you must internalize. Rejection is not a judgment on your worth as a writer. It is simply a statement that your offer and the client's current need were a mismatch. It's business, pure and simple. They might have hired an in-house person, their budget might have been cut, and or maybe the CEO's nephew is suddenly writing all of the copy. So, how do we process that sting and quickly turn that setback into fuel? I follow a three-step method to handle every rejection from my writing clients. Step one, the 5-minute frustration timer. Don't try to be a stoic superhero right away. You are human and you work hard. You are allowed to be disappointed. My secret weapon is the 5-minute frustration timer. When that rejection email lands, set a timer on your phone for 5 minutes. During those 300 seconds, you are free to wail. You can grumble. You can complain to your cat. You can stress it a square of chocolate. Whatever you need to do to fan that initial powerful rush of disappointment. But please avoid to open your social media because when you are too sad or maybe you are in a bad mood, without even thinking, you can stress out and also ranting on your social media. It can make a blunder for yourself. So please be careful or stay away from your phone for a while. As soon as the timer goes off, the pity party is officially over. You close the email, you take a massive cleansing deep breath, and you physically shift your focus. Walk away from your desk. Get a glass of water. By setting a hard time limit, you acknowledge that the feeling without letting it derail your entire workday. This is how you build true professional resilience. Step 2. I have a special method that is called two-part post-mortem review. Once your head is clear, the rejection stops being a failure and starts being your best teacher. It's time for the post-mortem review, and we look at it from two distinct angles. The first angle is about the business angle. Did you accidentally submit a 100 of word piece or 1,500 piece when they clearly asked for 750 word sample? Did you ignore the instruction to include a specific subject line? If so, the issue wasn't your skill, it was your attention to detail. That's an easy fix for the next page. You just need to read the instruction twice. Second angle, it's from the writing angle. If a client offers specific feedback, saying your tone was too academic, for example, or that your call to action wasn't strong enough in your copywriting, that is priceless information. You didn't lose. You received a free and specific lesson on what their particular market values. Save that feedback and use it to revise and strengthen your portfolio samples on your standard pitch templates. If they gave you absolutely no feedback, which is most common, don't chase it. Simply save your pitch in a future use folder. Sometimes the only takeaway is this wasn't the right fit, and that's okay. I have an experience when I have started my writing gigs as a copywriter. I learned about copywriting in 2019, and then in the COVID era or in the pandemic situation, I write and practice more about copywriting. I got my first copywriting projects. And yes, I got many feedbacks, and I thought that the negative review is like more than 50%. But it was a precious experience because after that, I could write better, and then I could get some precious writing clients. And then now we move to the step 3 to handle the rejection from your writing clients. It's about reallocate and repitch. The final step is the most important for maintaining momentum. You were mentally preparing to work on this client's project, so now you have a pocket of time and energy free. Use it. I challenge you to perform the reallocate and repitch for 1 until 2 punch. First, reallocate. Take the energy you were going to spend on that close shop and apply it to your business. Spend an hour updating your website bio, polishing your portfolio case studies, or drafting a new valuable social media post about your services. Re-pitch. And here is the kicker. Immediately send out 2 brand new pitches for 2 different clients. Don't stew over the rejection. Channel that frustration into proactive pitching. The single best cure for the sting of one rejection is the thrill of securing a new conversation. Aspiring writers, please hear this. The defining characteristic of a successful freelance writer is not a lack of rejection. It is the speed of their recovery and their consistent pitching volume. Get back to work. You are good enough and you just haven't found the right client yet. If you have a fear in your writing process, you can read and also download my free workbook that you can see on the description box. Thank you to listen this podcast and see you in the next chapter. Bye.